The first time I had my heart broken was when the man I was in love with at 16 had sex with a woman in the same room that I was sleeping in. I thought that was very disrespectful.
Did you and your mom ever talk again? Hi, it's me, Trixie Mattel.
And I'm Katya.
And we are two queens who like to watch.
Yes, we do.
What are we watching today?
Oh my God, why don't I tell you? We're watching season 3 of the Netflix original series, Sex Education.
Follows a bunch of teens who are learning about their bodies and their sexuality and their sexiness.
Mama, thrills, spills, chills, twists, turns. So I watched the first 2 seasons of the show.
Of Sex Education?
Oh yes, I did, Mary, and guess what?
What's the tea?
I loved every second of it.
Watching teenagers learn about sexuality, I think will help many of us reflect on some of our trials and tribulations as teens finding themselves.
I agree, and you will particularly be interested in the ways they do this, because guess what? They charge money.
The teenagers?
So,
Netflix?
would
They charge money? Spoilers ahead, we are going to talk about the details of this program to entice you, but also give away a few things. So spoilers ahead.
you know what my sex ed class was? Hey, it.
My sex education was the gay kid in my school telling me, as soon as I came out as gay, pretty much every guy in the school is me.
Excuse me, what now?
Yes, he was like, if you come out as gay, all the people who want to do gay stuff will be like, well, that's where we get the gay stuff, and then they come do stuff to you.
What the
New school year, and BFFs Otis and Eric are catching up on what they did over the summer.
What's in your face? It's a moustache?
Do you like a crustache?
I hate, I'm sorry if anybody has a mustache. I personally do not care at all for them.
I love mustaches. Like, if that was on a 30-year-old man, a sparse little mustache like that, I would love it.
Just doing hand jobs and stuff. Hand jobs is sex. Did you know?
Is hand job sex?
A hand job is a hand job.
Yeah.
What do you think about this outfit on the right?
I don't live. I'm happy that teenagers in the world do dress like that. The wearing of a helmet is exciting to me. I often feel like I'm the only person who has a helmet. I would get places in my helmet, people would go, did you bike here? I'm like, no, I took
the
really
subway.
Careful. You never know.
The guy who just bumped in used to be the bully.
Uh-huh.
And then bullied the
gay?
black dude. Yeah. And then one day, in the janitor's closet, turned to tension. They got into a little kerfuffle that transformed into a...
Okay, that never happens.
I know,
That
but
never happens.
I know, it's such a
never
fantasy.
happened.
And you know he's gay now, right?
Pushed
My
out of the
issue is that
closet.
he's not wearing a primer with that shadow. It's a long school day. That's my issue.
So now we're gonna meet Jemima Kirk, the new principal, famous from the TV show Girls, Lena Dunham.
Girls.
Have you ever want to see Lena Dunham's get railed like for 15 straight minutes
In
every
fluorescent
bad
lighting.
Yeah.
Like
her
in a
fucking-
bunk bed, grown out,
with
blown out.
flash lit in like, yeah, just like,
VHS. Yeah.
jail.
Do the kids like this?
I don't know.
The costuming in this show is aliens from Mars doing their impersonation of what high schoolers dress
It's,
like.
yeah, it's a strange, like, can't quite place it location or
British.
time-wise.
Very
Yeah.
British. That person's British. His parents were British. His grandparents were British.
So this is her big entrance, first impression to try to impress, high schoolers, which is a losing battle.
Okay, yeah, that jacket's really growing on me. Do gay people in high school have straight guy friends?
Yes, I did. I was a gay. I sucked his though.
Yeah, I went to Moordale too.
I love her lipstick.
You love this lipstick?
This
no lip
diffused, no
liner,
liner.
diffuse.
Thank
she
you.
she stuck her finger in a packet of Kool-Aid, a wet finger,
Yeah,
and then
she
just
went,
oh
yeah.
god, the brow. I mean, this is horrible. This is horrible. Am I buttoned all the way up to the faded black denim suicide suit?
I know,
She's wearing the same outfit as the people in Us.
Yes.
I will get Moordale and your futures back on track.
So Adam, who was before a bully, confides in Olaf that he feels kind of like a wimp for dating a guy.
If you feel like a whip for dating a man,
Guess what? It's really difficult and impressive to take a up your ass. It's hard. It
it's
hurts.
in reverse.
It's taking physics and going, whoa! Spitting into the face of Albert Einstein.
When my mum died, I was angry all the time.
Here we go. Movies and shows have made me so desensitized to characters whose moms have died.
Yeah.
In real life, when people's moms die, I'm like, blah, blah, blah. Because I'm like, you know who else's mom and dad died? Simba, Pippi Longstocking. I'm just like, everyone.
Bambi.
I don't want people to think I'm a pussy.
Because you're dating a guy.
I'm still a man.
Yeah, of course you're still a man.
I don't have any problem with my manhood, and look at this.
Look at this.
When I'm sticking my f***ing wiener in your dad's butt,
In a wig.
in a wig, I have never questioned my manhood. I don't feel like a sissy. I feel like a diva.
So Erica's doing Adam's makeup for the first time, and things start to get sexual, and then they realize that they're not sure who's the top or bottom, which I just have to say, never happens. Does he think that he has to wear makeup because he's gay now?
Yes, well, I mean,
They seem sure.
I think I'm ready to. Really? Yes.
A very normal human laugh, nothing weird about that. Sexy even. Do they both think that that's how sex starts too?
oh my God. What the fuck is going on in this day? What the fuck is happening? Do they think that contact improv is sex?
Am I gonna have to flip the table? This is a product of not enough sex information at school.
Yeah.
You shouldn't get to the point of sex and be doing Twister. I'm ready to have sex. One,
Okay, two.
2, 3.
Cheerleader pyramid. Yeah, like what?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
But you know what? This is why kids need better sex education
Yeah.
on Netflix.
All right, so there's a lovely picnic in the park. Eric and Adam are trying to have sex again, but Adam's not so sure that he wants to have sex.
I'm worried that I don't know what I'm doing.
I don't know all of that.
It's part of being a virgin.
Nobody knows what they're doing until they start doing it. I'm not good at sex. What is this? You're not playing baseball. There's
Yeah.
no batting average.
I know I'm good at it.
Yeah.
Because my boyfriend always lays there and says, yes! And then at the end he goes,
He does that Arsenio Hall. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
yeah. And I know that he's bad at it because I'm always going,
Don't worry, I douche before school.
What's
I
happening
douched
here?
before school at 7:30 in the morning.
Mama, Mother Nature has
Don't
other
worry,
plans.
I douched 4 meals ago. What?
I wiped last Wednesday. Don't worry.
You don't want to have sex with me?
Not in the direct sunlight on the grass. What the f-
With no wet wipes around, no running water.
That you weren't comfortable with yourself yet, and that this would all be a bit too gay for you. Look, I understand that you're not ready to tell your mum, but if you're not all in, then I can't be with you.
T, good for him.
Yeah. Good self-respect and dignity in high school. I still haven't learned that as a 43-year-old woman.
My patience with men who aren't out yet,
Nothing.
out the window.
Yeah, unless they're in my house.
You're DL? Oh, I'm DL too. Don't like.
So Adam's doing the good old toss and pebbles at the nighttime window TV thing, and he reveals that part of his trepidation has to do with the fact that he thinks he might be a bottom.
Sure. Can 2 bottoms make it work?
Yes, of course they
I
can.
think they can too. What?
Another PSA, quick.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. This is sex education.
Prostate stimulation via the anus has nothing to do with gay or straight, mama. It's about
No.
sensation.
Because you know what else?
What else?
You look at straight porn, it's all anal. And so this idea that like
Yeah.
gay people take it up the butt, I'm like, you literally go home and jerk off to your wife in the The only reason you don't is because you're scared to ask.
Yeah.
And that's the difference between you and me.
Don't want to have sex with you. I want you to have sex with me.
Confusing. Thank you. Are they really doing this seventh heaven level music? And then it's not your mom has cancer, your dad left a videotape for you after you killed himself. We're really getting, I want you to put you in me bottom.
I want you to bugger me, ho.
Look at his face.
Oh, so I can't eat dinner
See, he's
now.
sympathetic because he knows that he's like
Yeah.
trying.
Yeah.
Animal print and metallic eyeliner does not mean you're a bottom.
Nothing means you're a bottom.
Nothing means you're a bottom.
Just as height and weight is not proportionate or commensurate to penis size whatsoever.
Hot people doesn't mean they're good in bed.
Nope.
And ugly people doesn't mean they deserve to live. It's the same thing. They did sex.
It did suck.
My parents used, they did not.
The new headmaster brings the students into the office where she ridicules their wardrobe one at a time. Now I like her. What is she going through?
The middle one?
She looks like she's going to a Trixie and Katja show.
I know breaking old habits is hard work, but I want you all following uniform rules by the end of the week. Oh, Maeve. Miss Sands tells me you're interested in applying for the Gifted and Talented program in the States.
No, I can't afford it.
I'm going to see what I can do about getting some funding, so you better get that.
Life-changing. In high school, I got to go to France on a full scholarship.
What?
I applied for this need-based scholarship to pay for my whole trip to go to France for like a month. When I got the money, you know what I said to all my friends? Sorry, you guys are still poor.
Bye, you poor floppity.
I did run out of money though.
Yeah. Students are separated by gender and made to watch an archaic video.
You again? No!
This is the UK. Did you see all those cut in that video? Those flying should have had hoods of skin.
That's true, that's true.
We all know what it's like to get unwanted and unnecessary erections.
No erection is unnecessary.
I was gonna say, Mama.
Is that British Bill Nye?
Sex will ruin your life.
Work.
T.
That's the job you want. Netflix casting. Whenever you have a role like that again,
Yeah.
Is the boys' class being taught about pregnancy as well, or is it just us girls?
work.
It's just us, is it? Very progressive. Quiet, Maeve.
All those names over there are wacky. Don't make me repeat myself. Derbla, Maeve, and Callum.
Garabelle, shut up.
Gemma. Also, I'm not trusting this woman in this outfit to tell me about sex.
No.
Eric and Adam meeting up here, and they're gonna be a little honest about the fact that being friends with an ex can bring on some jealousy. I love his clothing. This person knows who they are.
Yeah, and this person needs to tell that person to use the front door.
I don't want a boyfriend who doesn't use the front door.
Yeah.
And the boyfriend uses the back
The
door.
back, yeah.
I just wish you wouldn't get jealous. I chose you.
Can't fight the moonlight.
That's a street light. But you know what, the UK
I
is
need-
so foggy, they're probably like, it's not the moon. Oh, it's
I think I need regular education.
You don't need sex education.
I just need education.
By the way,
So we've got a little sex talk on the bus. Adam and Raheem are talking about pulling the patch.
that's me, sadly. Like,
Have you ever noticed how we're on a trip?
did they do edibles or something?
Mama, that was me in 7th grade smoking a doobie in the bathroom.
Being high has never felt like this to me.
Not from weed, Mama. Ew. I don't need that. I don't need that. What is happening? Oh, me and my first day work at Dorothy's.
You don't on the bus, really.
Everybody knows this. You don't on the bus.
It looks like a sock full of nickels.
Work. He's gonna throw it in their car.
They're living.
Oh yeah.
I hate that family, so I don't care what happens.
Yeah, them. So we got Otis and Maeve rekindling their romance. So they were in cahoots with their little sex ed business on the side in the first season, and they kind of went in and out, and now they're sniffing again.
Well, they're straight, so they're being brought together by anal.
Otis, you acted like a complete to me last term. You don't get let off the hook just because you call up once and say I'm sorry.
I'm watching you on TV right now, and I wanted to let you know how proud I am.
She's in an O'Reilly's commercial. Oh, come on. You're gonna go to separate colleges and break up. Could I interest you in eating the booty like groceries? Nothing dramatic like this ever happened to me in high school. All right, so Eric is attending a family wedding in Nigeria, and he meets another gay guy at the wedding.
Is it gross if I was hoping to meet someone gay at my family reunion?
No, because there's lots of people who go to your family reunion that aren't related to you.
Wait, and so I have a huge family, and nobody's gay besides me.
Maybe they saw what you did and they were like,
We're fine. We're gonna
go
take
in
another direction.
We decided to go in a new direction creatively.
It's funny, I feel happy for them, but also a bit sad. Because I know I'll never have this for myself.
Gay?
There are lots of people like us here. We just have to speak quietly.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's probably even maybe illegal.
Well, yeah, but that's an important point. Is like, it's illegal to be gay here. Doesn't mean we don't exist. He said we just have to speak quietly, which I wish more gay people would speak quietly.
I'm going out after this if you want to meet them.
Yes, go meet the gay Nigerians.
No.
No, I couldn't possibly do that.
I don't think I can.
You know you brought eyeliner. I know you brought liner
You
to
brought
the
the full
gig.
kit, Mary.
Yes. Oh, God. Fabulous outfits, though. How can a place with such beautiful gowns and hats hate gay people?
I know. but
Come
the
on.
Color and pageantry. Oh. For me, in high school, that was the equivalent of getting fisted.
Oh, that was me. I had full sexual intercourse.
Oh!
He's going. You're going. Thank
Mama,
you.
you're going.
Unsurprisingly, looks more fun than American gay
Hello.
bars.
Yeah.
You know what's sad? If you're in America and you're at a wedding, you go out to a club, you look foolish. Because you're in your Men's Warehouse suit.
Yeah, you're
They're going out
khakis
to a
and-
club.
Yeah.
The drag is right. So the new headmaster is leading kind of a assembly, talking about how the school has changed.
Sex free.
I don't think anybody wants to send their child to a school that's famous for STIs and sex musicals.
What is this North Korean chic?
The Britney microphone with the Kim Jong-un.
You know, this is going into like a totalitarian direction.
We will be switching your daughter's vagina onto airplane mode.
All penises will be disconnected from Wi-Fi until summer break.
Would like to share some ideas on how we think listening to young people could make our new campus the safest place to study.
Yeah.
Oh God, they're gonna wild out.
They better.
She's concerned. She's giving me Sarah Paulson in American Horror Story having those fear panic attacks.
Stop the video now!
I'm great at anal douche.
We're stapling your penises to the floor. As a reasonable administrator does, locks the student in the room, but they escape like Catherine Zeta-Jones through the air ducts.
Huge air duct. People aren't even just fingering anymore. It's starting a lawnmower. It's crazy.
Work.
I always struggle plugging in British outlets.
I know,
So-
because they have the 3 weird prawns.
Yes. Oh! Come on. Act like it's part of the show. Come on, guys. Yeah, that's a coming out of a hole.
Yeah, prolapse.
Yeah, woo! This is what conservatives think public school is. Eric kissed a guy in Nigeria and is apologizing to Adam, and Adam forgives him, and then Eric's like, you know what? I think we should break up because I do it again. It's so straight. Like, straight people are like, the ultimate double cross? You kissed her? Murdering my family, I could have let go.
Yeah, skinning my dad in front of my children's eyes, I could get over it.
Yeah, suffocating our son in the night,
Yeah,
forgivable.
and using my hands to do it?
But DMing another woman.
You don't feel bad.
Yes, I feel bad. I feel bad I hurt you.
But we're in high school. We have to have the rigid relationship of newlyweds in the
Yes.
80s. Well, this show has everything. Lesbians, gays, straights, bisexuals, non-binary, trans.
Secret underground gay Nigerian bars and clubs.
Mm-hmm. Fun makeup, fun hair.
Beautiful lighting.
Uniforms.
Jemima Kirk. So check out Sex Education Season 3 on Netflix.
Goodbye.
Bye.